Hey, Botafogo fans! Hey everyone! Good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to Anderson Mota's channel. Let's talk about Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas. Tiquinho Soares is introduced at the press conference at Newton Santos Stadium, gets emotional. He said more than 10 times that things are different here. Botafogo is different. Okay. He says he's as motivated as possible. He comes across as very personable. At the press conference, he's here to contribute. Let's talk a little about the press conference. Let's show two videos from Botafogo television from Tiquinho Soares' press conference. Who is Botafogo's new number 9? Let's go! There's been progress. Canal d'Italia! Botafogo's strategy to try to bring Luiz Henrique back, and they also say it's a negotiation that won't take long. So, are you confident? Are you not confident? I'll bring information that I also got this afternoon about this, all right? We're going to talk about all of this right now here on Anderson Mota's channel. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the affection. Subscribe to the channel. Help us get back to 101,000 subscribers. Leave your like. Leave your thumbs up. Your like helps more Botafogo fans discover the content here on Anderson Mota's channel. You can also go to the channel, all right? And you can also send gifts all for free, okay, my friends? Our live stream today starts at 6:45 p.m. That's right, 6:45. Be here. We're going to talk a lot about Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas. Friends, Tiquinho Soares has arrived, okay? He showed up already kissing the badge. All right, look here, okay? There. Let's go, let's. He arrives emotional, talking about getting his game back, talking about finding joy in playing football again. He said little about his time at Mirassol and Santos. He talked about how eager he is. He says he's even more motivated than before. All right, let's listen to two excerpts from Tiquinho Soares at the press conference, okay? Look at him here, smiling, right? Let's go.
Spirit, my desire to be here. My brother, I want my legacy to be my spirit, my desire to be here, and my drive. Yes.
It's something I've always done. Never give up.
It's being loyal. Everyone knows how loyal I am to my teammates, to the clubs I've been with. Like I said, I've never got involved in controversy. Maybe this will be the only time I got involved in some controversy. I'm already regretting having said anything. Yeah, so I want to leave that behind.
A legacy of respect for the club, of love for the club.
And who knows how long from now. To remember that I played for the most traditional club in Brazil. Man, I want to leave my spirit as my legacy. Thank you.
Another moment of his here. Look.
One of the most beautiful tributes I've ever received in my life, man, was after my father passed away, when the fans paid that tribute.
Yeah, it was a time of a lot of respect that the fans had for me, and they understood what I went through here, which wasn't easy. Yeah, those were tough times.
But there are some who complain, who say I'm not performing, but there are others who understand.
Only those who lose someone important know what suffering is. So it was like I said, the Botafogo fans were very respectful toward me.
maybe even more, my love has grown. Because I truly felt, not just me, but my family as well, the affection that the fans had for me during this time, man.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm sure that his father's illness, right, and consequently his father's passing really affected his career here at Botafogo. Not just at Botafogo, but his career in general. Okay? Yeah, I know he's older now, but he wants to rebuild. All right. So I, Anderson Moros, am giving him a vote of confidence. God willing, he's still going to help us a lot. Let's go, Luiz Henrique. Look here. The channel details Botafogo's strategy for Luiz Henrique. And it says it's difficult, but it's possible. And he believes there will be a decision next week. Will Luiz Henrique become a Botafogo player again? The club is negotiating with Zenit. It's a planned strategy, and it could happen quickly. That's what Gentili reports. Gentili said the following: folks, the negotiations are happening, and it shouldn't take long. From the vibe we're feeling, it's do or die. It should happen soon. Is there a way? Yes, there is. Botafogo has a good plan, but a lot of things need to work out. It's difficult, but it's possible. From what I hear, the deal is close to being finalized.
I believe there should be a decision next week. After all, if it doesn't work out, Botafogo will have to go to plan B.
One of the issues to be resolved is the situation with Danilo. The midfielder is open to going to Russia. Danilo today is open to it and sees it favorably. No offers have come from major clubs that would please him. He didn't come back well after the cup, which affects his value. Suddenly, the agents change their minds. The new situation devalues the player. The downward trend makes the staff believe that this might be the ideal time for negotiations. According to the journalist, Luiz Henrique is not happy in Russia and wants to return to Brazil. Okay? Botafogo is talking directly with Zenit. Botafogo is trying to reach an agreement with Zenit first. Flamengo offered a higher salary, but reaching an agreement with Zenit is difficult. Botafogo is trying to reach an agreement with Zenit. Negotiations are ongoing. From there, if Zenit agrees, the next step is to try to convince the player.
Luiz Henrique probably won't have the same salary he had in Russia, but he believes Botafogo can improve its offer. Botafogo had to go a long way to please Zenit.
And then they'll try to convince Luiz Henrique with a salary offer. Guys, let's go. First thing, there are talks. We talk a lot about the Luiz Henrique deal, but there are also talks between Zenit and Danilo. So first, the negotiation between Zenit and Danilo has to be finalized. I believe that starting Tuesday, things will heat up because the European transfer window closes and then Danilo will only have the option of Zenit. I believe this will be accepted. Okay? Yeah, it's Botafogo's salary offer. Yeah. It's between 2.5 million and 3 million reais per minute. So this is Botafogo's salary offer between 2.5 million and 3 million. Okay? And it's a high offer.
Okay, I don't know if Luiz Henrique would get the highest salary in Brazilian football,
but he would be among them. At least the top 3 highest salaries in Brazilian football, because Memphis Depay took a pay cut to renew with Corinthians. Okay, so that's the offer between 2.5 and 3. Okay, he would have the highest salary at Botafogo, but look, by a lot, okay? It also depends on Luiz Henrique. He also has to make his own effort there, right? The situation with Kadir, I think, is easier. I think it's easier. Could it happen? It could happen, okay? And then it's like Gentili said, there's a quick resolution. I believe this will be settled by next week, okay? Dream. I still see it as a dream.
okay.
But apparently, starting at 6:45 p.m., we will be here. We're going to talk a lot about Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas, all right? My friends, thank you so much for the support. Before you leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the affection. Big hug, Botafogo greetings. And I'm out. Let's go get them for go. We're in this together. Thanks.